This is another scary looking one. This example wants us to find the dotted diagonal as well as the perimeter and the area. What it tells us that's important that some students might miss is that these are squares. The important thing about squares is we know that all sides are equal. So in this giant square here in the middle, we know that this is also 10 and this is 10. The other thing we know is this squiggly line would be 10. Now, we don't know the sides. The sides are not explicitly given here. But again, because this is centimeters squared means area. To find the area of a square, remember you do base times height. But in a square, base and height are the same thing. So it's like base times base. So what number, because our area is 36 and b times b is b squared, what number times itself is 36? Well, that's 6. If you square root both sides, that's how you know for sure. So we know that this side is 6, this is 6, this is 6, and that would be 6. So we need to find the diagonal, and the tricky part here is all we know is the Pythagorean theorem, but that's enough. That's all we need. In a square, all the corners are also 90-degree angles, so we actually have a square here. I'm sorry, we actually have a triangle. I misspoke. So if we take a look at that, I'm going to redraw this. We know that the height of this triangle is 10, but we know the base is 2 boxes long. It's 10 and 6. 10 and 6. So this is 16. Now the problem is we don't know C, but we can certainly find it. So we set up our a squared plus b squared equals c squared. But for us, a is 10 and b is 16. C is who knows. Ten squared is 100. 16 squared, I think, is 296, but I'll double check. 256. Good thing I checked. And that's equal to c squared. So this is 356. And what we have to do is square root. When you square root that, you get 18.867. So if I want that to 2 decimal spots, I need to look here. Since that's 5, 6, 7, 8, or 9, we need to round that up. So it's 18.87. So the dotted diagonal is 18.87. Now to find the perimeter, what we need to do is add up the outsides. So perimeter equals 10 plus, I'm going to write this over here, 10 plus 10 plus 6 plus 6 plus another 6. Now this one's the tricky piece. This. The whole line is 10. The whole line is 10. This portion is 6. That means what's left is 4. So we need to do plus 4. And plus 10. So we got 10, 20, 30, 40, 52. Our perimeter is 52. And then last is finding the area. It seems like it'd be difficult, but it actually won't be so bad. Area is the area of the inside of this giant square, and then added to the area of this smaller square. Well, we know the area of this square is 36. It says 36 right there. The area of this one is base times height, 10 times 10, which is 100. So the area together of the two is 136. We'll go centimeters squared. We'll just pick a label to put on these.